Hi. Don't be intimidated by my outfit. It's Forever 21. Thank you. My friend's like, you know, Natasha, you shouldn't shop there. All their clothes are made by third world children in sweatshops. Like it's my fault those baby factory workers are such excellent sewers. It's hard to joke around right now, I know. There's all these environmental disasters going on. It's so sad, isn't it? Can you believe we're running out of diamonds? How do you even make a diamond? I have no idea. The only way I know how to make diamonds is to jerk off an old man. It's way messier than having to scrub that oil off those chickens.
Having sex with my 76-year-old Mexican gardener. Man, well, he can't afford Viagra, so he mixes tequila with Miracle-Gro. Brilliant. My roommate is always asking me, Raynecat, why you always coming home half drunk? Why you always coming home half drunk? 'Cause I runs out of money? I had a tennis racket stuck in my butt. In order to serve, I had to toss the ball and do a cartwheel. The line to the ladies' room was way too long, so I went into the men's room. And there it was, in big, bold letters. For fun, call Raynecat. Right above my phone number. I was shocked, mostly because I didn't get any calls. And I put that up there weeks ago. I was nominated to attend the Random Awards at random, and I won.
So my mom always wanted me to date like really smart guys. So I'm like, you know, maybe I should date an Indian guy. Indians are really smart, right? They're always like engineers and doctors and business owners. They can fix your computer and stuff like that. I had this really embarrassing experience once. I called tech support from my computer, and the guy was like trying to tell me to put in some code, and he was like, "Okay, ma'am, now enter the code TMU." And I was like, D is in dog? No, ma'am. D is in thermonuclear. M is in Maleficent. U is in ubiquitous. What? I was a drama major at UC Irvine. UC Irvine? Is that a community college? And I was like, no, it's a 4-year never mind, I'll call you back. You're going to get a dictionary, ma'am, aren't you? I was like, what? How did you know? So embarrassing. So I know I complain about being single and stuff, but I do get hit on sometimes by these white guys. They usually just tend to be over 60 years old. I'm guessing it's because maybe I remind them of some abnormally large Vietnamese girl that they might have hooked up with during the Vietnam War. Very educated guess, right? Yeah. I know I'm not skinny. I'm not one of those typical skinny Asian girls, so I've been on a diet since 1989. finally I figured out how to lose weight. If you're trying to lose weight, this works really well. It's called the go to sleep crying hungry diet. I lost 30 pounds, it's awesome. Just need $2 for the box of Kleenex. Okay, anyway. I do get hit on by these guys. I was temping at this one place for about 3 weeks, and this creepy older white dude, Spencer, was staring at me every day. Finally, on the last day of my job, I was there for 3 weeks, he would just stare at me. He summed up all the courage. He came up to my desk, and he goes like this. Hey there, Nancy. Guess what I had for lunch today? Dim sum. And they just kept staring at me. I was like, what does he want me to say? How do I respond to that? Oh, you have a dim sum! Wow! I have a 99-cent cheeseburger from McDonald's! Yeah, with the apple pie! We should get married! We make perfect couple! Yeah! It's like, dude, that is so ignorant, right? First of all, dim sum is Chinese food. I'm Korean. I've told you that. Second of all, just because you consume a little soy sauce, it does not mean you found ancient secrets with Asian girls' hearts.
I read the obituaries for romantic leads. I want to tell you something. If the survivor is male and can still drive, I'm at that viewing. With a casserole and Cialis and an oxygen tank, just in case. Yeah, I found a really hot one at Woodlawn Cemetery last week. He was 80 years old, and he drove up to my house in a 1933 Ford. And I want to tell you something. Anything that old has something broken, something missing, something leaking. And the car was a mess, too. So I decided to Google my high school boyfriend, and I found him. And we made a date for 7:30 for dinner, and I decided this time I'd wear clothes. He knew me when I was watertight, and didn't, it takes a while, and didn't need ironing. When we used to date, my life was a box of chocolates. Now it's a bag of Depends. He came over at 7:30 in the morning, and I said, I thought we had a date for dinner. He said, we did, but I can't see to drive at night. I said, well, none of us can. So there I was, mopping the applesauce off his bib, and we were having a spirited discussion about glucosamine, when he said, whoops, there goes my hearing aid, you'll have to sign. And I said, listen, if this is on me, you're not, Buster. Listen, I need to tell you girls, no matter how old they are, you have to set limits. You do. But I have a new boyfriend now. And he's, yeah, I do. He's French and Russian. But I slow him down. I don't like to be seen out in public with him, though, because he's 60 years old and I don't want to be arrested for pedophilia. He sends me loving emails, really loving emails, and he said, you know, you're so sweet. You're just like Jesus Christ. I didn't know he noticed my beard. And then he said, you're lovely, you're just like Mother Teresa. Does Mother Teresa chisel her sizzle? I don't know. I thought they just said mass.
I really think if I had more money, I could make a lot more jokes at my own expense. My dad's in a wheelchair. My dad's in a wheelchair. He's been in a wheelchair my whole life, which has always been a little hard, you know. But I think it's made me a much stronger person. Like, have you tried pushing a grown man around in a wheelchair? It's a workout. I tend to attract a lot of father figure types in my life. And they always say that I'm lazy, I'm self-absorbed, and my life's a mess. At least my real dad gave me an allowance to listen to that crap. I just moved to Brentwood. It was either that or buy a yacht. But moving's really a pain, you know? Like, I had to go through all my stuff, and I'd say the hardest part was going through my closet, because between you and me, it took me like 5 hours just to pack the skeletons. I've been dating a lot, and, you know, it's hard just because I feel like sometimes guys can be a little rude, you know? Like, I just hate when they promise they're gonna call me and then they never do. You know, just because I always give them the wrong number doesn't mean they should treat me like I don't exist. I have feelings too.
Okay, you guys drinking? Yeah, me too. As my daddy always said, the day I came to my job drunk is the day I handed my badge and turned in my gun. My daddy was a pilot for American Airlines. You can always tell those pilots ones were the big boozers, right? And you'd think they'd want to keep it on the down low, but no. Splashed on the tail of the plane, AA. Oh, I got a whole family full of drinkers. I can't even get them together at one time because they all think it's going to be an intervention for one of them. Last time we were all together was Father's Day. Got my dad this beautiful tie. Her name was Ming Tao. You like the Asian, do ya? Every guy loves an Asian woman, huh? I was dumped recently for Miyuki U Agawakana-chen. That's not a name. That's a bad Scrabble hand. He dumped me after a week. He said the fire has died. Nothing dies in a week. That's not even a full course of antibiotics. And he tried dating the older man. There are perks, I'm not gonna lie, you know. Upfront parking everywhere you go. The discounts. The little games you can play, hide the walker. And you can learn a lot from an older man. Oh, he had stories about when he was a kid. How there was this huge flood and there was like 2 of everything. He was crazy, though. I met him one day. I was out on a walk with my friend. We were playing that game, Bluetooth or Crazy. Yeah. 2 weeks into the relationship, I found out there was no Bluetooth. Tried to break up with me. He said, "Baby, you ever try to break up with me? I'm going to break your pretty little face." I said, "What? You think I'm pretty?"